Hello and welcome to this strategy video. In this video, we'll take a look at Bollinger Bands and how they are typically used. The first thing you'll have to do on your MetaTrader 4 platform is insert indicator, and you go down to trend and then Bollinger Bands. I'm going to go ahead and change these to black just to make it a little easier to see. And you can see the three lines pop up on the chart. Now, the middle line is a simple moving average, in this case a 20-period moving average. The other two lines are measurements of standard deviations, so two standard deviations above and below the moving average. So what that means is that if on average a security moves, say, just for lack of simplicity, $1 from the average price at most, then twice the average move, it's $2. And that would be those bands. So $2 above, $2 below in that particular instance. Now, without going into the mathematics of it, really what you need to know is that the inner line is the 20 period, in this case day on the pound Swiss, moving average like you would have on a normal chart. And that this line up here is twice as far from that moving average as the market typically will move. So with that, the idea is that if you are two standard deviations away from the average price, then more than likely you're going to go back to the average price. So when you look at the Bollinger Band, the middle line, of course, shows the overall trend, up, down, sideways, etc. And there are a couple different things that you'll notice. You'll notice sometimes they get a little tighter and sometimes they spread out the distance. The more it's spread out, the more you have a trend. The tighter it is, the less action you have. The less action means that we will probably get a strong move soon. So those more astute of you have probably already assumed that once you get to these higher levels, we are overbought, and that's exactly what that means. So you can see that as we approach these higher levels, the markets tend to drop from there. Now, that doesn't mean that it stops like a brick wall, but this is just the average movement of the market. See, we're a little too low there, etc. And there's a couple different ways you can play this. Some people will just sell on the first touch of the uptrend, and then they'll aim for the other side. More conservative traders, like for example here, would have sold aiming to, can we touch the moving average? Now, really how you choose to use it is up to you, but there is the possibility of getting whipsawed if you are trying for too much, so to speak. Now, there are times where the market will do what they call walking the outer band. In this case, that's what's happened. Now, the reason you don't look to get involved is because, or I should say to the upside, is because of the slope of all of the moving averages and standard deviations. It shows that we're in a very strong downtrend, so you don't necessarily want to fight that. Now, once you break significantly below the lower moving or lower outer range here, then yes, we did bounce a bit, and we did make it to the middle moving average again. However, you have to use a little bit of common sense. In a move like that, that kind of freight train you don't want to step in front of. This is about going back and forth in the overall scheme of things. An even more conservative way to play the Bollinger Band would be to just notice the trend and try to follow it. However, in this case, you could look at a longer-term chart, notice that we're in a downtrend. We had rolled over in a downtrend. Once we got to this area, they started selling off. You've been pretty healthy in sales since then. We have rallied. But truthfully, the longer-term downtrend seems to be working. So, again, in review, the easiest way is to simply look for those times where we are a little overbought or oversold, and just aim for the middle average. That's the easiest and most simple way. You have to have a slope in the average. If the Bollinger Bands look like this, then that means there's not a lot going on. You don't really have a trend one way or the other. A little bit more aggressively, you could aim for the other side, but you do run into trouble sometimes. Like over here, it looks like we may bounce from here. We're not going to make it all the way over there, so that's why it's a little more aggressive. And alternately, of course, if we become oversold, the moving average starts to turn up, you see that, hey, maybe we can go higher. And you could either aim for that or you can aim for the outer reaches. Wouldn't have mattered. And remember that if we are in an extreme trend, as we walk down this line, that is a healthy sign of a continuation of the downtrend. Bollinger Bands have been around forever, basically. They were one of the original technical analysis charting tools that traders used in the New York Stock Exchange back in the late 1800s. So hope you learned something here. Experiment a little bit with Bollinger Bands and see how they can help your trading.